Okay. So now differentiability is nothing but if you are taking f is a real function and c is a point in its domain. Okay. F is a real function. Is it clearly audible to you? Okay. So f is a real function and c is at any point in the domain, in its domain if you are considering, then the derivative of this function at c is defined by, and it is derivative of this function at c is defined by with the help of the limits. So limit x tends to 0 and that is denoted by f dash of c. At the particular point c, we are doing the differentiation. So then differentiability and derivative, these terminology some students may get confused. So derivative is nothing but definition is this one. Derivative of the function f at a point c is defined by limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c plus h minus f of c by h. So this is denoted by a particular point c we are taking into consider. This is called derivative of f at c. And this is if it is possible that limit exists only, then the derivative exists. And the process of finding the derivative is called as a differentiation. So with the help of this is only called as actually whenever you take into consider. Suppose this is at a particular point we are taking into consider. So if f is a function, if it is given to you, then the derivative of the function f of x will be denoted by d by dx of f of x or f dash of x, and which is equals to, can anyone say? This is at a particular point c. This is derivative of the function at a particular point c. And the derivative of the function, if you are taking into consider, derivative of the function completely if you take into consider, then what is the derivative of the function you will get? How do you find out the derivative of the function? In the same way, in the place of the c, you need to take the x. Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So this is called the derivative of the function. So which is actually we denoted this one as a first principle in the class level. We call it as a first principle. With the help of this only, we form the derivative of the different functions. Different functions derivative we have formed. So sin x derivative will be equals to cos x. How do we get this process? With the help of this one? And this is called the derivative of it. And the process of finding the derivative of any other function is called the differentiation. The process of finding the derivative of any function is called the differentiation. So this is the exact definition of the differentiation, derivative of the function. Derivative of the particular function, any function if you are taking into consider. And with the help of this, the standard functions we have learned in a class 11th itself. This is called the using this if you are finding the first principle. We call it as a first principle. So what are the derivatives we have learned in the previous classes? Derivative of the which functions we have learned in the previous classes? We found x to the power of n, d by dx of x to the power of the standard one. The first one is d by dx of x to the power of n. If x to the power of n is a function, so what is the d by dx of x to the power of n? Please, any one of you.
Sir, n into x to the power n minus 1.
N into x to the power of n minus 1. So the second one is the standard derivative of the functions, trigonometric functions already learned in the class. equals to cos x. D by dx of cos x is equals to
minus sin x.
minus.
Minus sin x.
These basic things you have learned. D by dx of tan x is equals to
Sec square x.
sec square x, secant square x. And d by dx of cot x is equals to minus cosec square x.
Minus cosec x cot x. Oh, sorry, cosec square x.
So d by dx of secant x is equals to Shantam. Santamota. Satyakam.
Second time X.
Na.
Sir, no.
Secant x.
10x, 10x.
Huh?
I think 10x. Sec x.
Think.
No.
You are thinking still.
Sec x. Yeah, 10x will be, sir. I think.
No. Anyone?
Sir, it will be sec x 10x.
Huh?
Yes,
Sec x 10x.
Yeah.
Simple. These are the basic things you have. Very big things. It is not. You may feel difficult, but these are the things, basic things you have to remember. D by dx of cosec x is equals to minus cosec x cot x. Minus cosec x cot x. See here, after completion of this chapter, continuity and differentiability, and you are going to have all the differentiation formulas, derivative of the different function formulas. They all should be on your tip of the tongue. See here, as a mathematics student, you need to know that the basic things I am saying to you. These are mandatory whenever you are getting the free time. My best suggestion is free time whenever you are getting. I am getting bored. बोर लग रहे तो आप लोग क्या क्या याद रखना है? मैथमेटिक्स स्टूडेंट हैं आप लोग. So then mandatory things क्या है? The first one is algebraic identities. Basic level से मैं आ रहा हूँ. All the algebraic identities you need to know. Squares of a numbers till the 20. Cubes of the numbers till the 10. These are the numbers, based on the numbers if you are saying. And all the tables till the 20. Numbers based. And formulas based में आ गए तो algebraic identities. All the algebraic identities in a different way. These you have to learn. And the next step is trigonometric. Trigonometric identities, because these will be useful to you in your further classes when you are going on step by step. All the trigonometric identities, what you learn in the class 11, 10th class onwards, all you have to remember. Still, I think if I ask the question to you, trigonometric identities में tan square x minus secant square x is equals to क्या है? You people will get out. It is equals to 1 बोलते हैं, but it is minus 1. Secant square x minus tan square x is equals to 1. So it takes some time to you, but you need to spend the time. Trigonometric identity. Now after coming to the 12th class, you are going to get the differentiation extra formulas. Extra formulas, these are the basic things. Whenever you go for your higher classes, everywhere it is useful. Not only in mathematics, even it is useful in your physics also. And sometimes in chemistry also. So these are the basic things you need to remember. These formulas, and along all the differentiation formulas, and along with that next integration formulas will be there. At least basics you need to remember I am saying to you, because these things if you are not knowing, you cannot furtherly proceed. So these are the basic formulas, and these are all proved with the help of this one only. The definition of the differentiability, it means a different derivative of the function. So whenever you take into that, if we also use the phrase differentiate बोल के use कर सकते हैं. Differentiate the function f of x with respect to x. With respect to x, whenever you are saying d by dx, you have to write. Okay, so did you get my point here? function is given to you as a y is equals to f of x, simply y dash will represents the differential f dash of x. F dash of x will represents the derivative of the function with respect to x, because the function is in terms of x. So these are the basic. With the help of this, next we are going to have some algebra of the derivatives. So algebra of the derivatives, what you have learned in the previous classes only, that you are, let us recall that once again, and then after we will go for the exercise problems based on this. See here, the first principle to be known, everyone to know the first principle. So algebra of the derivatives, whenever you see them. Algebra of the derivatives is nothing but, suppose if you see that first one, u is a function, one function, and if you are having the sum of the two functions or difference of the two functions, sum of the two functions or difference of the two functions, and their derivative will be is equals to individually u dash plus or minus v dash. Individually you can split them. Sum or difference whenever you are having, and that can be split individually. Individually split cursor. Okay. So next thing is that UV product. This is called as a Leibniz or a product rule. Second one is, if you are having the product of the two functions, like a sin x into cos x here, sin x into cos x. If sin x plus cos x if it is given, this you can use. Sin x into cos x if it is given. Then, in that case, the product of the two functions. You have learned in the class 11 that it is as a f of x into g of x, d by dx of f of x into g of x, like that you learn. And here u is the function, and v is the another function you consider. Two functions are there, and their product will be equals to what? U into v dash plus v into u dash, and it is called as a, what do we call this one? What is called product rule or Leibniz rule on product. We call it as a, usually it is a mathematician then, Leibniz. So Leibniz rule you can say, or you can say usually we use the terminology of the product rule both. So next, the third one is u by v whole dash. This is called quotient rule. This do you remember? If a function is having in the form of the quotient, do you anyone remember? No. Denominator v into u dash minus u into v dash by v square, and it is called as quotient. It is called as a quotient rule. So these are the algebra of the identities what you have learned. These are called algebra of the identities. Okay. So next, did you understand here? Do you remember this one? This one actually in the previous class you are having f of x by g of x, like this. D by dx of f of x by g of x we are having. Quotient rule. This to find out g of x to be taken into consideration, and f dash of x minus. With the help of this only, we will find out the, if you want here, you can take the sin x by cos x, less secant. Let us see here, if you want tan x differentiation is equals to secant square x. So d by dx of tan x you want, suppose. So what do you write here? D by dx of sin x by cos x I. So as per this rule, first denominator should be written as it is sin x. Okay? And the next differentiation of the sin x to be taken into consider. As one example I am saying for this. Differentiation of the sin x is again cos x minus sin x to be written as it is, and differentiation of the cos x is minus sin x. by इसका square, denominator का square, cos square x. So what do you get here? Cos square x plus sin square x by cos square x. So sin square x plus cos square x value क्या है? 1. It is equals to 1. So 1 by cos square x. So which is equals to secant square. This already you have learned in 11th class, but I am recalling this. Suppose if anyone asks to you, prove that for the 2 marks question, there may be a chance. Prove that derivative of the tan x is equals to secant square. अरे ये कैसे prove करते हैं? नहीं सोचना. Suppose if anyone asks you in the examination, prove that d by dx of sin x equal to cos x. First principle use करना. That you have already proved in your 11th class. 11th class में proof है. Okay? So did you understand this? For this, what to do? Question rule में क्या करना है? Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay. So the next important theorem is that if a function is differentiable at a particular point, then it is continuous at that particular point. So the theorem is, so this may be, you may get this theorem in the examination also. So if it is given that a function is differentiable at a c particular point, okay, so differentiable at a particular point, if it is given to you, so that can be taken into consider, that differentiability whenever you take into consider, this theorem also you need to know in your notebook also. There may be a chance of getting this theorem, okay, in the examination. If a function f is differentiable at a point c, if a function f is differentiable at c, then it is continuous at c. If it is differentiable at a particular point c, so since the proof is for this simple here, simple proof it is not there anything here. Already it is given differentiable at a c. Differentiable at a c is nothing but f dash of c will be is equals to, you can write this one limit extends to, in another 2 ways will be there. The limit extends to, the easiest way limit extends to c f of x minus f of c. This one also you can take it by x minus c. So this also will give you the differentiability of the function. This can also be taken, this if you are taking, or you can take limit extends to 0 f of x plus x minus f of x, sorry, c. At a c, not c. Usually c plus h by c method by h will be taken into consideration. So that at this, if you have taken the problem will become little bit lengthy, and then to find the derivative of the any function, this also can be taken into consideration. And provided that whenever this one you are taking into consider, for x should not be equals to c. X should not be equals to c, because if x is not equals to c, then the function becomes 0. So denominator becomes 0. Okay. Now here to prove this one. Now this is given to us. Differentiable, it is differentiable at a particular point. C is given to us. Now let us consider the function f of x minus f of c. Consider that f of x minus f of c, and this one you divide by the x minus c and multiply by the x minus c, and take the limit extends to c on both sides. If the limit extends to c of f of x minus f of c, here what do you get? Limit extends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c into x minus c. Isn't it? Limit extends to c. So now here this can be, whenever you are taking limit of the function, product of the two functions, whenever you take into consider, limit of f of x into g of x means limit of f of x separate and limit to the g of x separate can be taken into consideration. So So now what you get is limit extends to c whenever you take into consider. Here limit extends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c into limit extends to c x minus c. So this limit extends to c x minus c will become 0. So here 0 into something. So this one will be equals to f dash of c as it is defined, differentiable, and it is equals to 0. So which completely will be equals to 0. So from this what do you get here? इधर से क्या आते हैं? Limit extends to c, this can be written as limit extends to c f of x minus limit extends to c f of c. Limit extends to c f of c is nothing but f of c itself. So here left hand side simplify कर रहा हूँ. Limit extends to c f of x minus f of c. This will be equals to 0. That means if you take this one to the right side, what do you get here? Limit extends to c f of x minus f of c is equals to 0. Take this f of c to the right side. So what do you get here? Limit extends to c f of x is equals to f of c. So this is a proof of. From this you can say that if the limit exists at a limit exists and it is equals to the point c को equal हो रहे तो then you can say that it is continuous at c. So from this therefore f of x is continuous and x is equals to c. X is equals to c point पे continuous. Continuity in the first exercise we have solved it. So like that only you need to go through this one. समझ में आया? Any doubt? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Clear है ना?
Yes, sir.
So from this what you can say here, every differentiable function is a continuous. Every differentiable function is a continuous. So now we are going to exercise 5.2 and in this exercise 5.2 you are going to, yes? Derivative of the composite functions. So derivative of the composite functions. Composite function is nothing but what here? Suppose if you are taking into consider a function I am taking into consider f of x is equals to sin of x squared plus 5. This is called as a composite function. It is called composite function. बोले तो actually do you remember what is meant by composite function? This is f of g of x. We represent this one with a circle. In composite functions chapter I told you. So if a function, now here let us consider this function, I am denoting this function with the h of x. And this is a composite function like this, f of g of x. So can you say that at least from this, what is f of x if it is a composite function of this one? H of x is equals to f circle g of x, f o g of x. Then what is f of x? What is g of x? Can anyone? Differentiate, you should be ready to say this one. No. See here, this completely you consider it as x. Then it becomes sin x. And g of x is equals to x square plus 1. Whether it is right or wrong, to check. What to do here? F of g of x. G of x is nothing but x square plus 1. F of x is sin x. F of t sin t. F of g, suppose f of 5 if it is sin 5. f of 2020 sin 2020. So f of something sin something. F of is x square plus y sin x square plus y. Normally you will be able to solve this composite function in easiest way. That doesn't matter. This is called composite function, derivative of the composite functions. Then these functions you can solve it in easiest way, it doesn't matter to you. But you should suppose if the question I asked to you like this. A function is given to you, h of x is equal to sin x square plus y. And it is as a composite function of f of f and g. As a f o g of x. Then say what is f of x and what is g of x. See here, concept if you are understanding in a proper way, you will be able to say these type of the things. Did you get my point? ये समझ में आया ना? And to do this type of the functions, these will be called as a derivatives of the composite function. Derivatives of the composite function. And to do this, there are two methods. The easiest method, let us go in. The originally क्या है ना? Suppose h of x is equal to this is given. This should be taken as a t. That means this should be taken as a t. ये इसको t or some other variable, whatever it may be, that's your wish. So being sin, this completely will become sin t. And here this g of x will be taken as a t. So then we have to do this one with respect to t. So whenever you do this using the composite function, the easiest way is, the simple thing is to do the derivative of this function. This is a question here I have given to you. Okay. So now here to do this type of exercise 5.2, let us see. One by one, let us solve the problems. These are all called the composite functions. In this exercise, 5.2 exercise will contain the composite functions. 5.3 exercise, you are going to have the derivative of the implicit functions. Implicit function means function के अंदर ही एक function होता है. Okay, and next 5.4 exponential and logarithmic functions will be there. So one by one, step by step, let us learn it. Okay. So now here 5.2 exercise, the first problem is given to you that sin x square plus 5. So differentiate this function with respect to x. So when you are going to differentiate with respect to x, differentiate करना. So here what to do here? With respect to x differentiate करना is nothing but now do remember you need to do the d by dx of this function sin x square plus 5. So whenever you do this you consider as a one x only consider. So d by dx of sin x क्या होगा? But ये x नहीं है, but x just you consider it as a x. d by dx of sin x क्या होगा? Cos x होगा. So cos x square plus 5. But this is not x. So again you need to differentiate this one with respect to x. Until so how like this. Till what point we need to go? You need to go till the. I will explain to you after explaining the one more problem is there. If you go to the fourth problem is there, little bit. Until you get a constant, you should go on doing the differentiation of that function. So now what you get here, this is equals to cos of x square plus 5 into d by dx of x square plus 5. So d by dx of x square plus 5 is 2x. And again, if you do the differentiation, no need to do the differentiation of this one. Because it's a function in terms of, see, not a constant, I told you, till the constant, no. Till you get a function in terms of x. So here, what you write here, 2x you are getting. So 2x is actually a function. And d by dx of 2x is what? D by dx of again 2x should be taken into consideration. D by dx of 2x.
2.
2.
It will be 2, sir. 2.
Yes. 2 is a constant here. Cos x square plus 5 into 2x into yes, you got a constant here. You got a constant. So actually this can be solved if you are taking into consider. Okay, if you are taking into consideration, this can be solved in another method also. If you are taking into consider, the other method will be there here, normally little bit lengthy hoga, so what you have to do in that method, you have to consider x square plus y is equals to t. You need to consider x square plus y is equals to t. T consider karna hai, and that t you have to differentiate that with respect to t, and like that the process will be continued here. Okay, so here whenever you take, you people generally will think like this whenever you take into consider, but this is not correct. Here you need to differentiate this one. Here this is already I told you, not a constant here. You need to differentiate this function with respect to x. That's enough. Then after you are not supposed to go further. Why? Because I will explain you this same problem in a chain rule बोलते हैं. Chain rule use करके find out करना है. So you can consider this function as a product of the two other functions. It's composite function of the two functions. So if you are taking the composite function of the two functions, if you consider, and then you need to consider that the function will be taken into consider as a x square plus 5 is equals to t consider. Let x square plus 5 is equals to t. This function. Then this function becomes sin t. It becomes a sin t. There you have considered it as a x square plus 5. So then it becomes a sin t. So derivative of that function with respect to t you need to do it. So derivative of the function with respect to t is cos t. So sin t का different derivative cos t होगा. So sin t का derivative, and this one if you are derivative, this will be equals to, whenever you consider this one equals to x square plus 5 is equals to t if you are considering, and x square plus 5 is a term, it is in the form of the x. So what you have to do, this t you have to do with, this is a new function. So dt by dx, because this is in terms of x. You got it, dt by dx is equals to 2x you are doing. So this function is t, in terms of t you are having. So here do remember that in this process this is 2x, and the derivative of this function will be equals to sin t होगा. ये sin t होगा, t consider कर लिया, and the derivative of this function will be equals to cos t, and cos t and 2x if you are multiplying, 2x into cos t, and t value will be equals to x square plus 5. So simple thing is that instead of doing in that method, it will be little bit lengthy more. Just you need to do the differentiation of this function with respect to x, and you need to differentiate again that function. Again you need to differentiate that function with respect to x. So until you get the solution. Suppose if you are going for the next two problems, sin of cos x if you are taking into consider. So what here? Second problem is given to you that, sorry, cos of sin x. Cos of sin x. Second problem, let us see here. Cos of sin x. So d by dx of cos of sin x. So simple method, like this only you do it. If you are taking it. So d by dx of cos of sin x is equals to, cos x completely you take it as a x. So cos x differentiation is, what is the differentiation of the cos x?
Minus sin x.
Yes, minus sin x. So minus sin, but x don't write. In the place of x you are having sin x. Again you need to do the d by dx of sin x. D by dx of sin x. So now here we are doing sin of sin x. D by dx of sin x is equals to cos x.
Cos x.
Cos x. And here most of the students in this problem will do the mistake that sin x and ये दोनों multiply करते हैं. No, This is sine of sin x. So the final answer will be this one only. Minus sine of sin x into cos x. Again cos x को differentiate नहीं करना है because x we are going to have. Did you understand? समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So next problem is wait. I'm opening the questions. Sweet. So third question is, third is easy. You can do it. So what is that? Sine of ax plus b. So sine of ax plus b means d by dx of sine of ax plus b will be equals to sine a पूरा x मान. This is easy only. You can do it. So let us go for the next fourth problem. ये कर सकते हैं ना आप लोग? I'm not explaining that one, but fourth is a little bit different. Let us go for that problem. So the question is given that d by dx of secant of tan root x. Secant of tan root x. So now in this situation, what to do? This completely you have to consider it as, actually it is a composite function of three functions. It's a composite function of the three functions. One is root x, another one is tan x, another one is secant x. This function if you consider as a sum, this is equals to, you know, f circle, g circle, h of x. If you consider f of g of h of x. In this, h of x will be equal to root x, h of x will be equal to root x, and g of x will be equal to tan x, and f of x will be equal to secant x. Now you apply here in this place. ये function आ जाएगा. So three functions are there. This is a composite function of the three functions. So when you go for the normal method, it may take you a little bit. So since it is a composite function of the three functions, three steps will be taken. So when you do the differentiation, d by dx of ये पूरा x ही मान. This one completely you consider as x. Secant x का differentiation क्या है? Secant x tan x. So secant bracket tan bracket. वो ब्रैकेट में क्या है? ये इधर है. Otherwise, you people will get confused if I write directly. So problem complete नहीं हुआ. Then what to do here? d by dx of tan root x will be. Suppose individually if it is given tan root x differentiation करने के लिए दिया तो what to do? This secant of tan root x and tan of tan root x, d by dx of tan root x. Then root x you consider as x. So tan x differentiation secant square x. So secant square x. X का place में is root x. Since it is a root x, again you need to do the differentiation of root x. So root x differentiation is, do anyone can say?
1 by 2 root x. 1 by 2 root x.
Secant of tan root x into tan of tan root x into secant square root x 1 by 2 root x. So this root x and root x will get cancelled. So then what it remains? Cancel होगा?
No, sir.
Yes, most of the students will do these type of the 100 mistakes. Okay, this is a function here nothing you can. So if this is also completely a function tan of tan. We cannot simplify this again further also. Anyway, so you can write as it is. You can leave that as it is as an answer, final answer. Or you can write these three product and by 2 root x also you can write. Did you understand? समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let us
Yes,
go.
sir.
Huh? Any doubt?
No doubt.
Huh?
No, sir.
Doubt नहीं है ना? Okay. Shall we go for the next problem? Fifth one is quotient. It is based on a quotient. Quotient based में है. So that and the sixth problem is product based. So these two problems let us see. We'll complete this exercise. Then after we'll take this break. Then the second exercise के लिए next continue करते. Okay? So and in this actually 9th and 10th problems are completely little bit different actually. 9th and 10th problems only. The remaining problems are all easy only. So it's not a very difficult to you. So let us go for this. Next, sin ax plus b. Sin ax plus b by cos cx plus d. Sir, sin by cos में tan लिख सकते हैं? Some students because previously asked me because but these are not having same. The function in the numerator having ax plus b for the sine, and denominator cx plus d. You cannot write as a tan. So to differentiate this one, what to do here? This function को differentiate करना है तो d by dx. So this is u by v method. Quotient rule apply करना. In the quotient rule, what to do here? Denominator to be taken as it is cos of cx plus d into d by dx of sin ax plus b minus sin ax plus b into d by dx of cos ax plus b by what do you get?
Cos square cx plus d.
Cos square cx plus d. Now here, this is cos cx plus d into d by dx of sin ax plus b. So that's sin d by dx of sin x. Sin differentiation is cos. So again cos ax plus b into d by dx of ax plus b. So d by dx of ax plus b minus sin ax plus b into differentiation of cos x is equals to minus sin x. So minus sin ax plus b into d by dx of again ax plus b by cos square cx plus b. It takes some time. We have length. This d by dx of ax plus b will become a. So here a I. This d by dx of ax plus b also will get as a. So here you are having minus, and in that a you can take the common or you can keep it as it is. This is the final. You cannot further you cannot simplify this because here you are having cx plus d, here ax plus b. If you want here you can write sin square ax plus b. Sorry, I made a mistake. Here cx plus d now. Cx plus d cos. So here you are going to get cx plus d. The differentiation of that one will be equals to c. So for the final you are going to get a into cos cx plus d into cos ax plus d minus c into sin ax plus b minus into the here plus. If you want, you can write the final answer as a by taking it as a the final into cos ax plus b into cos cx plus d minus into minus plus हो जाएगा c into sin ax plus b into sin cx plus d divided by cos square cx plus d. ये कांस्टेंट सेपरेटली लेना तो ले सकते हैं, नहीं हो तो यू कैन कीप इट एज इट इज. ओके, समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Sixth problem is product. Problems are looks like a little bit lengthy, but the different problems are 9th and 10th only completely. The remaining all are easy only. Sixth one, if you take into consider, what do you get here? Product d by dx of u ही method करना है. Cos x cube into sin cos x cube into sin square x to the power of 5. Problems looks like, so product A, this is one function, this is another function. Two functions are. So two functions whenever you take into consider, the product rule, what do you write? First function is will be taken as it is d by dx of second function sin square x to the power of 5 plus here plus hoga, some students will write here minus. So please do remember, in a product rule you are going to have the plus, in a quotient rule you are going to have the minus, and plus sin square x to the power of 5 into d by dx of cos x cube. So this is cos x. See here, please do remember, cos x cube is different. If you see that this function in A1, okay, so whenever you do that, what you will be taken into consider this one. This is the first rule you have. You will write this one in the form of the square whenever x square है. The पूरा sin x power 5 को, this is actually sin x to the power of 5 whole square. This is completely x. x square का differentiation पहले करना है. समझ में आ रहा है ना? Are you getting my point here?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Square x to the power of 5. Here also most of the students will do the mistake. So this is x है, x square. X square differentiation is 2x. So then you need to write this one as a cos x cube into 2x, 2 into sin x to the power of 5. And differentiation of d by dx of sin x to the power of 5. This you can write in one step only. Sin, if you want here I am writing to reduce, but in your notebook you need to write the step by step. Okay, sin x to the power of 5. Okay, if you get confused, then I will write it completely. Plus sin square x to the power of 5 d by dx of cos x cube. ये cos x cube है, cos cube x नहीं है. If it is cos cube x, एक पूरा completely you need to consider as a x cube form में. Here cos x cube है, so differentiation of cos x differentiation
माइनस साइन.
minus sin, so minus sin x cube and d by dx of x cube. So what do you write here? This is equals to cos x cube 2 into sin x to the power of 5. This one is x. So sin x differentiation is cos x. Cos x to the power of 5. And x to the power of 5 differentiation again. 5x to the power of 4. X to the power of differentiation is 5. Differentiation is 5x to the power of 4. Here and plus sin square x to the power of 5. ये plus here minus हो गया, so you can write this one as a minus. And sin x cube, this one is 3x square. That's all. This is the final answer for this one. Did you understand?
यस सर.
समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
No doubt?
हाँ, sir.
So 7th and 8th problems also, if you take into consider in the same way, right? Please these problems immediately as you complete today itself you write in your notebook. आज का काम आज complete कर लीजिए. Okay? And 7th and 8th problems you can do that. 7th problem में 2 root x है. So complete root x. First root x. you consider it as a root x. Root x differentiation is 1 by 2 root x. 1 by 2 root of cot x square. 1 by 2 root x. Again cot x square का differentiation करना है. Cot x square differentiation is nothing but cot x. Cot x का differentiation minus cosec square x. So you can see and directly write the answer. I am going to write the direct answer to this one. 2 first 2. उसका differentiation क्या है? 1 by 2 root cot x square. ये 2 with it cancel. And cot x square का differentiation is minus cosec x square. Minus cosec x square. And again x square का differentiation is 2x. That's our final answer. In one step also you can do it if you are practicing well. Cos root x d by dx of 8th problem if you are taking, this is given that cos root x and the cos differentiation is minus sin root x and root x का differentiation is 1 by 2 root x. That's all. Okay? समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go for the 9th problem. In this is actually completely different problem. F of x is equals to mod x minus 1 is given. Mod x minus 1. So here the question is given that it is not differentiable. The question is given that it is not differentiable at x equals to 1. x equals to 1 एक प्लेस में डिफरेंशिएबल नहीं है प्रूव करना है. सो दैट मींस एट ए पॉइंट C डिफरेंशिएशन का डेफिनेशन क्या है? f dash of C रिप्रेजेंट्स करते हैं एट ए पॉइंट C, पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट C. हाउ डू यू राइट? फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग of the today's class I told you f dash of C is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of C plus h minus f of C by h. So if it is exist, that limit exists होता है तो then you can say that it is differentiable at a particular point C. Now this question is given that it is not differentiable at a particular point 1. So we need to prove that it is not differentiable at a point C. So not differentiable is nothing but here this limit exists होना है. Limit exists होना है तो that is nothing but left hand limit and right hand limit both should be equal. So let us go for differentiability of this function at x equals to 1 is nothing but first left hand limit at x is equals to 1, let us say. Okay, let us take the left hand limit at x equals to 1. Left hand derivative. Normally whenever you take left hand limit x is equals to 1. So at x is equals to 1. So limit h tends to 0 only, not 1. 1 minus 1. 1 minus नहीं है. Limit h tends to 0 minus. Left hand limit we are saying 0 minus. F of C का place में 1 लिखना. In the place of C you have to write 1 plus h minus f of 1 by h. Okay? F of 1 plus h, f of 1 plus h, so which is equals to limit h tends to 0 minus f of 1 plus h is nothing as per the definition modulus of 1 plus h minus 1, modulus of 1 plus h minus 1 minus f of 1 is nothing but modulus of 1 minus 1 by h, which is equals to limit h tends to 0 minus. The 1 will get cancelled. So modulus of h you are going to get modulus of h minus 0 by h. Now what do we get this one? Limit h tends to 0 minus modulus of h by h. So So what is modulus of h when h is near to 0 but left of 0? That means negative only, na? H is near to 0. So when it is h is negative, it should be multiplied by minus. This function you recall, f of x is equals to mod x is equal. This can be written as f of x is equals to x if x is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, is equals to minus x if x is less than 0. If x is less than 0, negative number, then it should be multiplied by minus to make it positive. So h is already negative. So then what do you get here? Limit h tends to 0 minus. So what do you get here? Minus h by h square. Minus h by h will be equals to limit h tends to 0 minus minus 1 equal. So limit of any constant function will be. So this is like left hand limit. Left hand limit you are going to get it as a minus 1. In the same way, if you take the right hand limit of the function, this function at x equals to right hand limit here, same way, limit h tends to 0 plus f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 by h, which is equals to limit h tends to 0 plus same as well, 1 plus h minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 by h, and which is equals to limit h tends to 0 plus 1 minus 1.
Sir, you are not audible.
Not visible. Now okay.
Video is not clear, sir.
Video is not clear.
No, sir. For me, it is not clear, but I don't know of others.
For all?
Same,
No,
sir.
sir, it's clear from my side.
Yes, sir.
It's clear from
My
my
side,
side.
your voice is also breaking.
Okay, clear. तो ये तो समझ में आ रहा है ना स्टेप्स से. तो इधर इधर क्या होगा? ये पॉजिटिव है. So what will you get? Limit h tends to 0 plus means h by h. Mod h here h whole. Because it is 0 से right side है. So positive number है. So since it is positive number, h होगा. This will become 1. So limit h tends to 0 plus of 1. It will be equals to 1. ये minus 1 है, वो plus 1 है. So limit only not existing. When the left hand limit and right hand limit is not equal, then the limit does not exist. So since the limit does not exist, then you can say that it is not differentiable at x is equals to 1. समझ में आया? Is it audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
No problem. Okay.
No, sir.
Next. 10th problem. So here 10th problem is given that greatest integer function. This is also very interesting question. Okay? Greatest integer function. F of x is equals to greatest integer function. And the function is given that it is 0 less than x less than 3. 0 less than x less than 3 is only given. 0 less than x less than 3 is not differentiable at x is equals to 1 and 2. At x is equals to 1 and as well as 2 it is not differentiable. We need to do. So both the places it is not differentiable. One I will tell you, the other you do. Okay. So whenever you take here in this place also, you should check the left hand limit and right hand limit. So let us little bit faster let us go. So limit h tends to 0 minus f of and 1 means f of 1 plus h by h. So 0 minus left hand. So here left hand limit is nothing but here 0 minus you need to take into consideration. So limit h tends to 0 minus this value what will be? 1 plus h value. 1 को see here everyone concentrate. 1 को कुछ number add करना है. What is that number you are adding? A number which is near to 0 but less than 0. Because h tends to 0 minus we are here. H value is on a number line 0, here 1, here minus 1. For the 1 we are adding here the number. Approximately near to 0 but left side 0. So what is that number? Negative number. It is negative number.
Sir, your voice is not coming properly.
Devlin, voice is not clear.
Yes, sir. In middle sometimes it's breaking, but can be understand.
Is it getting disturbance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not every time, but sometime.
Uh-huh.
Not every time, but it's a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Now is it clear?
Yes, it's clear now.
Try. Try it, okay? So here 1 plus h is nothing but h value is this one. That value will you can what may be the approximate value? Minus 0.000001. So from the 1 if you are subtracting something, the number you are going to get very small number if you are subtracting, the number will get this number. What is the greatest integer value of this number? Zero. Isn't it? इसका इस value का greatest integer value will become 0. So this will become 0 obviously.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Huh?
Your voice is not clear.
Actually, this is very important problem. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, but the video is not clear.
Sir, the video is not clear.
Yes, sir, the video is not clear.
Network problem here. Good. It's not clear.
No, sir.
क्लास नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम हो गया, सुनाई दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, बोल रहे।
दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, तो स्पीकर को दिखाई नहीं देता है।